Hi everyone, welcome back to the Lemon Abroad. Today I'm in my kitchen at home and I'm going to be making tutu cookies. Tutu cookies are a traditional Sicilian cookie that my family has been making for generations. We typically make these cookies along with other cookies around the Christmas season, but when I moved to Sicily, I discovered that traditionally they are made around the Festa dei Morti period, which is November 2nd. I made another video about Festa dei Morti if you want to learn more about that. Tutu cookies are my favorite cookies that we make around the holidays. They are a cocoa-based cookie and they are spiced with cinnamon and cloves. And I think they're just perfect for this winter time. They're very cozy cookies. The recipe that we use, it makes 6 dozen cookies. So today I'm just making half of the recipe. Now I'm going to show you how we make the cookies, but I'm not going to talk about all of the measurements. So I'm going to put the full recipe down in the description box. One more thing about my kitchen setup today is that I'm going to be doing all the mixing on the stove, but the oven isn't on, and I just wanted to say normally you should not be doing any kind of mixing or anything like that on top of the stove, and I'm just doing that like this today because the way the kitchen is set up. Alright, so let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to start with this bowl, and I'm going to start with my shortening. It's messy. I'm also going to add sugar, and I'm going to add some vanilla. And now I'm just going to cream this together. So basically try and blend up the sugar and the shortening and the vanilla until it comes together. Okay, so now that my mixture has come together and it's pretty smooth, I'm going to add my eggs. And I'm going to now combine the eggs with the mixture that I already have. My arm is already getting tired, and my mom told me this was the easy part. So now I can understand that these cookies taste so good because they are definitely made with love. So now the eggs have all been mixed up and combined with this mixture. We're going to start adding the dry ingredients, but we're going to add them little by little to make it easier to incorporate them. So here I have some flour, and then in this bowl I have the base of the flavors of the cookie. So mostly this is cocoa powder, and then there is also some salt, baking powder, ground cloves, and cinnamon. So now that I have my dough all mixed together, now I'm going to add my raisins, and I like putting raisins in these cookies. Some people will add chopped nuts to them, and other people will just leave them as they are. In Italy, I've always found that they are just plain, but I really like them with the raisins. So now I'm just going to mix up the raisins in here. And I think this might be the hardest part. But you can already smell that the tutus are going to taste amazing because you can smell all the cocoa and all of the spice. So now that the batter is all ready, it has the raisins incorporated, we're going to start rolling out the cookies. So we're just going to take a little kind of spoonful, I guess. Not too big, and just about this much, and then we're going to roll them into a little ball shape and put them on the baking sheet. Okay, so now I have my first cookies rolled out and ready to go in the oven to bake. This recipe makes so many cookies, so you do have to do some batch baking. It will take a couple of batches to get all the cookies made. I've already heated up the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're going to cook each batch for 10 minutes. It's really important, this recipe, to not overbake the cookies, so they just need 10 minutes. So we have made all of the cookies, and we actually ended up making 55 cookies. So you can tell this recipe will really make a lot of cookies. We cook them in the oven, and then we put them on a cooling rack, and we've let them cool off. In the meantime, I've made a little frosting, and it has melted butter, powdered sugar, and some milk. So now we're going to frost the cookies. So you just take a little bit of frosting and just frost the cookie like that. You can set them back on the cookie sheet to dry. So I've only frosted a few cookies just to show you, because I want to put some sprinkles on them before they dry. Okay, so usually you would wait a little while to try them. You would let the icing dry a little bit and harden, but I just can't wait. These cookies are so yummy. They remind me of my childhood. They are so warm and spicy with the chocolate, and I just love them. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you decide to make tutus at home. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Ciao!